The DB initializer seeds the database with an admin user, admin@bulky.com. Here's an example of logging in into the Azure environment as that admin user. When logged in as an admin, we can manage user accounts. Here we can show the locking and unlocking a user account, which will update the lockout end date in the database for that user. Here we can see when locked, the user's lockout end date is 3025, a time in the future. We can update this value to today's date and time, which will allow the user to log back into their account. We can also update the user's role through the permission option. Here we can change from a company user account to a customer user account, and we see it's updated in the data table. Here we see a user following the standard registration process for our bulky web application. They are inputting data into all the fields, and then when they hit the register button, it will submit the form. We see that on success that the user's details have been saved. An alternative registration route is the user Facebook social login. Here you can see the user continues as their Facebook profile login, and then it will allow them to register the associated details with that social login. Here we can see they've been successfully logged in through Facebook. Checking the database for both the social login user and the standard registered user, we can see that they're present in the ASP.NET users table. As an admin user, we can see them going through product create. Here they are creating the new product, adding in details to each of the fields required for the form submission. We also see that they add in multiple images for the product. The product is created, they can see it in edit, and they can see it in the home page, and the images can be filtered through. We can also see that the product can then be deleted. We'll go through the workflow of a customer ordering products from the website. Here we're going to individual product details pages, adding them to our cart with different count values. We can then go to the cart summary page, and we can see the products are there. We can also adjust the counts if they're not correct here. We can also delete the product from the cart if we do not want to order it. And then we go to the cart summary. Here we'll place the order. As a company customer, we do not need to pay immediately. A normal customer will be required to pay immediately. We'll then go as an admin to our order list page, find the correct order, and then edit it. Here we'll start processing to prepare the order for shipping. And whenever we're ready to ship, we add in a carrier, and we add in a tracker, a tracking number, and then ship order. And once it's successfully shipped, we see it update the shipping date. As the company user, we return to our order list, we edit it, and we now see the Pay Now option is enabled after the product has been shipped. It opens up the Stripe integration where we can add in our details. Here we're using a test card for Stripe to make sure that it succeeds successfully on our backend. When they enter all the details, the Pay option is enabled, and the user clicks Pay. It will take them back to a payment success screen. On the Stripe dashboard, we can see a record is entered for the order. The user's details, the customer's details are correct, the product details are correct, and the payment has succeeded.